Hello and welcome to another episode of Stock Shots. Please remember, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just giving my opinion based on some things I see, like support and resistance, supply and demand, and of course, some indicators that may be on the screen. So always do your own due diligence. Make sure you educate yourself and always look to the left because we're looking at things that have already happened. Think about what things may do in the future. So this is another episode of Stock Shots. Welcome.
Here we go with another episode of your favorite show, Stock Shots, back again for another week. And what we see here is the same thing we've been looking at. We have not been able to break clearly above this resistance level here at the 6,100. And I'm just saying 6,100 level. We have a break, yes. A close above, yes. Here's the issue. With this close above, if you look down, the volume is not matching. So we have higher price action with lower volume. It does not signify that price will go higher right off the bat. What it can be is a signal where the last bit of buyers could be getting their last buys in. But you also have sellers at this area who are comfortable selling here. And the way we know they're comfortable selling at this area, we have this week one where they sold off because we did have a tail on the top. We weren't able to go up there and stay all the way at the very top of this candle, which usually doesn't happen unless it's very, very strong. So that's understandable. But say we don't even count this week. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I won't even count this one. Let's just count the ones that got into that area. So at least 5 weeks where the sellers know I'm selling from this area. We got buyers knowing that they don't want to buy this area. Now we have buyers here who are looking to buy and are able to. The question is, are the sellers letting buyers get in here so they can then become liquidity for a sell-off to go lower? Or are we just looking at price action moving up with lower volume? To me, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm still not convinced I want to buy into or get into the C fund or the S fund at this time. And it's just I'm just not comfortable with it because price action hasn't really made a decision. What I'm looking for is strong volume. I want everybody to know around the world, hey, I'm buying, you're buying, they're buying, we're all buying. So how do I signify that? Well, I know here everybody wanted to sell on this date or this week, and that was the week of the 16th in December. And what do I have? I have a candle supporting that by selling off a lot. Now, I want to see that same thing going up. Until I see that or something very close to it, I'm not interested in buying or putting money into the C fund or S fund at this time. That's just me. Now, what I will do for the weekly time frame is I'm going to turn this on. I got a buy signal last month. So in January, end of January, buy. Now, if you look at the price action, it hasn't really, no. So I'm glad it didn't. I wanted to see more follow through. So the follow through did not occur. Just like the sell signal, the follow through did not occur. At this point, there's still no follow through. So let's look at the S fund. Let's see what's going on there. This one doesn't have volume because we're tracking the Dow Jones, but it's a compilation of it. Now, you can look at it on a different chart, but I want to make sure we're looking at things that we actually can correlate to our TSP fund. Currently, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Same thing with the C fund. First and foremost, I got a whole bunch of all these little gray boxes. All these are gaps. So these gaps are areas where there is no price action, and they're all under current price, where the price currently is. I'm getting the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 weeks where price could not break this area. So the sellers know they want to sell from here. Buyers know they do not want to buy at this area. Okay. Now, the only issue is I had this breakout right here. That was great. Whoa, lovely. But then, uh-oh. So currently I have a high. I have a lower high. Okay, that's not promising. At this point, nah, I'm not putting no money in the S fund. Okay. Uh, let's turn on this algorithm. Now I'm pretty sure I have a buy signal here too. No, I don't. I got a sell signal. That one doesn't have the follow through either. Currently, price action is just moving around in this area. So I really want to put a. Let's see. Actually, I don't want to use that. I'll use this in the weekly time frame. This area here. And let's see. Do I have a. Nah, I don't. So what I will do is just leave it blank. And this is going to signify my support from this current price action that we've had, where the price action broke down, bounced up, broke down, bounced up, and now it's up here. But it's not breaking this area to the downside with any follow through of moves. Now, I'm waiting to see if this area that we're currently in, this box area here, is this going to break down and go to this 2288 area. And if it does, I just want to see it break this. I want to see it break that 2240 area. That will signify a downtrend, an absolute downtrend. If it breaks that area, if it just bounces around again, look, we're just consolidating, pushing back and forth. But that's just our S and our C fund. Let's look at our international fund. Okay. So I already know I got a buy signal here. If you got in like last week, you made some good money. We got it to 82 area. So let's take that off for a second. We got gaps on the downside of here too. But the international news is probably really good. Companies are doing well. So international is moving up. We broke this area right here, which was the $79 area, pushed up. We made a $3 move. Beautiful. We could look for the next area. Guess what? Lines up perfectly. Around $85, $84 range for our next move to continue to the upside for the international fund. That one's looking promising at this time. Volume is looking good. So if you notice, the volume candles are pretty big. This one sell candle here, back here on December 16th week, that was our last big sell off. After that, it's been pretty much green. We had a pullback here in this area on the first week of January. Then we've been pushing up ever since. Now, we did have this area here where we were unable to break this 48-day moving average and the $79 area. We've just broken that with the international fund. So if you're looking to move money somewhere, this might be the place to put it. Now, remember, I'm not telling you to do anything, read the disclaimer, but it looks promising at this point. So let's look at the last one, our bond fund. Now, with the bond fund, let's see. Currently, we're still in a sell signal. We don't have confirmation going down, but we do have a gap here in the daily time frame. It's in between that $96 and $95 range. It's about $1.50 altogether. We These candles are not promising. It's a whole bunch of indecision. I got one that has now broken this $97 range, and it's broken above it. Great, but the volume for the bond fund is not. It's just not given. Okay, I don't feel comfortable. The only one I like so far is international fund. So at this point, that may be where I slide some money into right now this week. So I will keep you posted, but I'm still looking for the bond fund to come down as well. Unless I get this buy signal now, it may pop up next week because this is a really nice candle for rejection, but I just want to see it break above that. So when I say that, I mean the $97.98. That's essentially it. No, or $98 flat, right around there. If it breaks above there with good volume, hey, I might be in it. That 98.31 area, definitely, definitely. Okay, if it breaks above there. So that's it for this week. I hope you got something from it. And free analysis, once again, is free. So give me a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you next week for another video.